Let's talk about something that might be sitting in your driveway right now. We're going to tackle a big question today. Is your car secretly sabotaging your financial future? I mean, what looks like the ultimate symbol of success could actually be a fast lane to a financial black hole. So let's find out. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? We're all conditioned to see a fancy car and think, wow, that person's made it. But what if that's all wrong? What if that car is actually a wealth vacuum, literally sucking away your ability to build real, lasting financial freedom? And that compounding engine it mentions, that's your money's superpower to grow on its own. And a luxury car loan, well, it's kind of like pouring sand in the gears. And that right there is what we're calling the driveway deception. It's this powerful illusion we all live with, thinking that a symbol of wealth is the same thing as actually having wealth. But as we're about to see, those two things can be worlds apart. And I'm not talking about small change here. We're going to break down how one single decision, the kind of car you choose to buy, can have a massive, staggering impact over time. A difference that could easily be over 1 crore rupees. Yeah, you heard that right. So to really see how this plays out, let's imagine two people. Picture them starting at the exact same point in life, but they make one different choice, and that single choice sends them down two completely different roads, leading to two very different fates. Okay, so here's the fork in the road. On one side, we have our status seeker. They go for the impressive 15-lakh luxury car. Looks great, right? Then on the other side, we have the wealth builder. They buy a perfectly good, totally functional car for 8 lakh, and here's the key. They invest the 7 lakh difference. It seems like a simple choice, but believe me, the consequences are enormous. All right, let's follow the status seeker first. We're going to go down path 1 and see exactly how this wealth vacuum effect works in the real world. Now, here's where it gets really painful. It's a concept called the double whammy. Think about it for a second. Every single month, you're paying interest to the bank. That's money out the door. At the very same time, the car you bought with that loan is losing value. It's depreciating. So you're losing money on interest payments and you're losing money on the car's value. It is an absolutely brutal 1-2 punch to your finances. And just how fast are we talking? Well, on average, your new car loses about 15% of its value every single year. Seriously, the second you drive it off the lot, it's already worth less than what you just paid for it. So here's the bottom line. When you add the interest you're paying to the bank on top of that rapid depreciation, your car isn't an asset. It's an investment with a negative 12% return. Let me ask you, would you ever buy a stock or a mutual fund that you knew was guaranteed to lose 12% every year? Of course not. So why do we accept it from our cars? And this chart just shows the damage in plain sight. That shiny new 15 lakh rupees car, in just 3 short years, its value has plummeted to 10 lakh rupees, maybe even less. That is 5 lakh rupees of your hard-earned money that is just, poof, vanished into thin air. Okay, but what about our other person? Let's switch gears and jump over to path 2. It's time to see how the wealth builder completely flips the script by firing up their compounding engine. The strategy here is so simple, it's beautiful. Step 1. Buy for utility, not for status. You just need a car that's reliable, that gets you from A to B. Step 2, invest the difference. That's 7 lakh rupees that was saved, it goes straight into an investment. And step 3, this is the magic part. You just let it be. Let that money start working for you. Let it compound and grow. Now look at this. It is the mirror opposite of the last chart. In the exact same 3 years that the luxury car lost 5 lakh rupees in value, the wealth builder's initial 7 lakh rupee investment has grown to be worth over 10 lakh rupees. It's incredible, right? One path literally destroys wealth, while the other one builds it. So that's just 3 years. But what happens if we let this play out a little longer? Say, for a decade? Well, this brings us to the final verdict. It's time to answer that 1 crore rupiah question we started with. After 10 years of that money compounding, growing year after year, that one little decision to buy the cheaper car creates a wealth gap of approximately 1 crore rupees. That's what we call opportunity cost. It's all the money the status seeker could have had, but doesn't because all their capital was trapped in a depreciating car. Let's just look at the final scorecard, side by side. After 10 years, the status seeker has an old car that's worth a tiny fraction of what they paid. Their net outcome is a huge loss. The wealth builder? Well, they also have a 10-year-old car, but they also have an investment portfolio worth over 1 crore. They started in the same place but ended up in wildly different destinations. So at the end of the day, it really just boils down to a choice. A choice between the temporary buzz you get from status and the very real, long-term freedom that comes with financial security. It's your car or your future. And you've got to remember, this isn't just a one-time thing. Most of us will buy 3, 4, maybe even 5 cars in our lifetime. Every time you make the wealth builder choice, that financial advantage doesn't just add up, it multiplies, it compounds. We're talking about a decision that could mean crores more in your retirement account. And this isn't some wild theory. It's a core principle you see over and over again when you study how real millionaires behave. They often drive modest, reliable cars. So it's really worth asking yourself a very honest question. What is my car actually for? Is its main job to impress complete strangers at a traffic light, or is it just to get me from point A to point B safely and reliably? And to put it maybe a little more bluntly, are you really willing to drive your future wealth straight into the ground, all for a little bit of temporary status? And that's really the final question we want to leave you with, because it's the ultimate trade-off. Would you rather look rich today or actually be rich tomorrow? Because the choices we make in our driveways today are what will determine the wealth we actually have tomorrow.